Ranneko's Massive Tips! The Boomstriker. The Boomstriker is the Hunter-Alchemist hybrid class, with, of course, Alchemist as the primary. The Boomstriker gets some of the speed of the Hunter and even some of the stealth capabilities, but is actually kind of interchangeable with an Alchemist at lower levels, save for the reduced blast radius that they have. At level 2, your Boomstriker gets free throw. At level 4, they get a choice between having an extra item and aerodynamic flasks. It's not quite the same as Spirit of the Dart Falcon, but it's pretty similar. You get an increased throw distance on your flasks. At level 6, you get a choice between thrown items and Honed Hearing. Honed Hearing, of course, being a hunter ability. Often I will have a couple of people with Honed Hearing. It doesn't matter if they're hunter or not. It's probably slightly better on a hunter, but it still works really well on a Boomstriker because, of course, a Boomstriker doesn't need regular line of sight to attack. So it's really useful for the Alchemist to not need an extra person to act as a spotter. At level 8, you get a choice between Smoke Bomb and Boom and Zoom. Smoke Bomb lets all heroes within an area stealth, and it lets you hide in the middle of an area, hide from sight without any cover. It lets you hide all classes, and it's worth noting it's until they move or attack, so you can even use Skipping Stone and other accessories to move characters around without breaking stealth. So you can redistribute them if you really want to. But in general, I'll actually pick Boom and Zoom because it gives you a free move after you successfully damage an enemy. That is really useful because Alchemists get free throw, which means that you can actually move up, use free throw to hit something, and then move up more, and then still have your second action point available to hit an enemy and move back, or to move even further down the battlefield. It actually allows you to get potentially 4 moves, which with a quick hero is a huge amount of the battlefield you can cover. And then finally, at level 10, you get my favorite ability, Mad Bomber, which gives you even more flasks to throw and removes the cooldown on free throw. It's really useful. There is no point at which that isn't useful, because you can use it to set up other characters to kill enemies. Alright, so let's go into a battle and see how it all flows.
One of your heroes looks a little queasy. Maybe tell them it'd be best not to eat right before a jump.
So we've got this nice set of enemies sitting around. And I know I have at least one guy with Boomslinger. There we go. Justarius, who also has the ability to throw items. Okay, so the unfortunate thing about your regular Boomstriker is, of course, you've only got a radius like this, which means that this pack of 4 guys and that guy there, I can't really hurt them. So one way of getting around that is give them Boomslingers. Boomslingers mean that, yeah, the range is reduced. See, this guy can fling up to 11, and this guy can only fling up to 7. But we can hit all of these guys. We can't quite hit that one. But here's Honed Hearings coming in handy to spot everything, and yeah, free throw. Okay, that was not the best throw, but it wasn't the worst one. We still hit everything. Well, we still hit 3 guys. We know that that one's a bulwark. And we can also do things like throw our Perilous Core, which is unaffected by that range. We can check to see if we can actually hit both of those guys. Yeah, we can. Let's do that. Up to level 8, so let's just quickly grab, I think we'll grab Boom and Zoom. Okay, now here. Can move up. That was just a regular seed that seems to have gotten himself embedded in a rock. Nice. And we'll pop here with nice precision aiming. And that was just another seed, but this guy is sitting pretty. What we can do now is pillar... Actually, this is an interesting question that I don't know the answer to. This guy has a pillar pitcher. Pillar pitcher doesn't actually let you target a square an enemy is in. And I suspect, and this is very hard to tell with honed hearing, if I had not known that that enemy was there, I still wouldn't be able to fire on it, but it wouldn't be obvious as to why. I mean, I probably would have guessed distance. In any case, what I'm going to do is move here so I'm not actually directly on that square, and run in and biff that guy with my regular attack. Okay, that bulwark is not going to die this turn. I can't do enough damage to it. I could potentially try and stick pillars around it, but I can only do that by hitting James there, which seems like a dumb idea. So what we're going to do is move this guy over here and see what we can discover. I like how that appears in the fog of war. And we can in fact do the same thing again. There's a bulwark missing. Fortunately, most of my guys are patriotic, which makes these guys not as effective. That guy is separated, and yep, is a bulwark that's injured, but he pops around the corner and attacks. That guy has reduced evasion due to sluggish. Not ideal. Not that big a deal either. That, I think, was trying to line up a shove to hit both of them. And, wow. Swapping. What's happening? So that's a regular knockback attack. That's, in fact, a really well targeted regular knockback attack. Because, yeah, it doubled the damage. Okay. So here, I'm just going to run up and have Justarius kill this man. Well, injure that guy. Whatever. Ah, yes, and zoom allows me to back up. Not that it's going to be that useful here, but it's there. It's an ability. Seriously? 1 to 3 damage? Like 39 to 43. It's because this guy has really high armor right now. And this guy has something reducing his strength or something? Let's see. Let's check his stats. His strength is 6, and I think that's the key problem here. Anyway, we'll just run up and hit him. And here we've got haste hooch, we've got a perilous skull we could use, or we can run up and hit, or we can use free throw. And so we'll free throw this guy to death. There we go. The inability to directly attack is kind of a pain. We'll run up and hit this guy with regular melee and reveal more enemies. That fortified ability is a bit of a pain. And see how it moves, because its penetratability will hit its own friends, so. You don't get to heal off me, jerkface. Now we've got a boomslinger here, which means we can do this. They're far enough apart now that they're not reinforcing each other's armor, which is useful. Just going to move him up. Hiding behind the pillar. For our own protection. And we've got our regular throw, we've got a Hand of Fate, which allows us to take out 2 of these guys, but not 3 because we don't have a regular alchemist. The sensible move is to take out those. Look at how, like, there's no chance of missing even at that distance, because that character is quite accurate. Level up to 7. Okay. We can throw, whoops, I don't want to use the perilous core, that's suicide. It is literally suicide, but I do want to just do this. Boop. Both of them die. Another level 8 hero. And so here I can actually grab a smoke bomb, so you can see what that looks like. Although, of course, this turn it is not that useful. And we'll use free throw. And we'll just move up here. See if we can get another angle going. And finally we've got that guy over there, which we can totally get. Nope, no we can't. We can just create a pillar. Screw that pillar in particular. And there's that guy there. Unfortunately, this guy is not using a pillar pitcher. Let's see what you are. I thought you might be that. And I can hit you, and then use Boom and Zoom, because it applies to damage, to back out. That's one of my favorite aspects of Boom and Zoom, is that you can use it to get further in, or you can back out. For usefulness. Okay. Move up. We can't hear anything. Although that's right, this guy doesn't have honed hearing. He has thrown items and smoke bomb. And I could use skipping stone to move ahead, but it's not really going to get me where I want to go. Okay, none of our enemies did anything. Oh wow, we can really see them up ahead. So what I can do, yeah, wow, smoke bomb actually is always 3x3. That's interesting to know as well. Now what we can do is we can free throw. And the trees are blocking our line of sight. Pillar. Another pillar pitch here. Another pillar. And that was the seed. Because fortunately you do just get the audio. Okay, free throw. You can go there. If only you had Boom and Zoom. But this guy has such nice high accuracy. And as you can see, alright, there was a twitcher. There we go. One of the great things about alchemist relics is they do just get really high damage. So if we look at the equipment here, this is only a level 4 relic, but 11 to 18. But you combine that with an intelligence of 41, which means that 41 damage is added to it, and it still crits. Like, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Only got one more boom sling ahead of us, so we'll move you up. And we can run him up and hit. And then back up. We can actually hide behind this cover if we want. Keeping in mind that if this guy chooses to attack it, which he probably will, it actually is not that great cover. So we're going to hide instead. Here. And we'll just move here. We'll see how it all goes. You run up. Charge! That was one move or two? Two. Okay. Let's biff him. Whack! That still amuses me. Like, I'm just gonna go back behind this tree, thank you very much. Just ignore me. Totally fine. Everything is fine. And you, sir. This guy gets to finish him off. 414 XP to the relic. There is, in this kind of situation, there is no good reason not to do that. Hello? Oh, nice! Actually, that works really well because it reduces the blocker and everything. Oh, that's pretty good. Although this guy is still a dumb. And he'll run up and biff. Level 9. Nice. Might as well move out here so we can spot. You can biff. Is that it? Oh, that was a glancing blow. And now we can run up and we can go smoke bomb. Don't think this will work. Oh, he's hidden. He's hidden. And those guys are standing next to each other because I am clever. Yep, it does work. That's interesting to note. That also doesn't do quite what you'd like. And the hand of fate rides again.
My advice is paying off.
Your advice?
And there you go. That is Boomstriker battle tactics.
Killed today. I want a roasted turkey waiting for that hill.
Just shutting the door on vegetarians again, huh? You always forget about the vegetarians.
Oh, excuse me, yes. Sorted salads as well.
As you can see, Boomstrikers work quite well with both of the cadence weapons. I still mostly will go for relics and the boom slinger, just because the boom slinger gives you that much bigger damage radius, like blast radius, and you've got the skills to boost up the range a bit more. But they're both useful, and have a great day.